In today's food environment, overeating isn't a personal failure, it's practically a default setting. Across much of the world, industrialized diets have made it incredibly easy to consume far more calories than our bodies need, often without realizing it. This isn't simply about portion sizes or indulgent eating, it's about how modern food products are engineered, marketed, and woven into daily life. The rise of calorie-dense, nutrient-poor foods has created a quiet crisis, one in which energy excess accumulates silently, reshaping bodies and fueling a global surge in obesity and metabolic disease. The average meal today looks vastly different from what humans ate just a few generations ago. Gone are the modest portions of home-cooked grains, legumes, and vegetables. In their place, ultra-processed foods packed with added sugars, refined starches, and industrial oils. These products are often stripped of fiber and essential nutrients, but loaded with calories, what researchers sometimes refer to as energy-rich but nutrient-poor. This combination is particularly dangerous because it undermines the body's natural regulatory systems for hunger and satiety. Unlike whole foods, which typically require chewing, digesting, and gradual absorption, ultra-processed items are designed for speed, quick to eat, quick to digest, and quick to overconsume. A pastry or bag of chips can deliver 300 to 500 calories in minutes, often without producing a lasting feeling of fullness. Liquid calories like sugary beverages, smoothies, or flavored coffees are even more deceptive. The body doesn't register them the same way it does solid food, which means people often fail to compensate by eating less later. These hidden calories accumulate throughout the day, adding hundreds of extra kilocalories without any conscious sense of overindulgence. One of the most troubling aspects of industrialized diets is that many of the foods people rely on are engineered to bypass natural satiety cues. They are hyperpalatable, meaning they combine sugar, salt, and fat in a way that maximally stimulates reward pathways in the brain. This leads to what scientists call passive overconsumption, not eating because of hunger, but because the food is so enjoyable that stopping feels unnatural. Over time, this overrides the body's ability to self-regulate, and caloric intake becomes decoupled from true energy needs. Portion distortion adds another layer to the problem. As industrial food has become the norm, what qualifies as a normal serving has ballooned. A fast food meal today may exceed 1,200 calories, yet be considered standard. Packaged snacks, grab-and-go, breakfast bars, and supersized beverages turn into meals in disguise. Even seemingly healthy options, granola, flavored yogurts, or smoothies, can be packed with added sugars and concentrated fats that make them far more caloric than expected. But the issue goes deeper than individual choices. It's systemic. Food marketing, pricing, and placement all nudge consumers toward calorie-dense options. Ultra-processed foods are often cheaper, more convenient, and more aggressively advertised than whole foods. Supermarkets and convenience stores are structured to put these items front and center. And in lower-income communities, healthy options may be scarce or unaffordable, making processed calories not just tempting, but necessary. This doesn't mean people are helpless. On the contrary, awareness of how hidden calories operate can lead to powerful changes. Once individuals learn to identify where excess energy is coming from, they can begin to make smarter swaps, like replacing sugary drinks with water, prioritizing whole ingredients, or simply slowing down and eating more mindfully. These changes don't require extreme diets or deprivation. In fact, small, consistent adjustments often make the biggest difference, especially when they target the most deceptive calorie sources. Emerging research supports the idea that diets emphasizing low energy density, foods high in volume but low in calories, such as vegetables, fruits, and legumes, help people eat until satisfied without overeating. These foods tend to be rich in nutrients, fiber, and water, which activate fullness signals and reduce the drive for passive consumption. When people base their meals around these elements, total caloric intake naturally declines, even if they don't count calories at all. Industrialized diets may have made overeating effortless, but they've also taught us something important. The quality of our calories matters. Eating 2,000 calories from whole foods will have a dramatically different effect on metabolism, appetite, and body composition than the same number from ultra-processed products. It's not just the quantity, it's the biological response those foods trigger. In the end, the path to better health isn't about fear or restriction, it's about recognition. When we understand how industrialized diets are constructed to encourage overconsumption, we can begin to take back control. By choosing foods that nourish rather than seduce, and by staying aware of the subtle ways calories creep into our daily lives, we can reclaim the ability to eat in a way that supports energy balance, metabolic health, and long-term well-being. The calories may be hidden, but the solutions are not. With knowledge, intention, and a return to food that serves our bodies rather than confuses them, we can move toward a future where eating supports, not sabotages, our health.